West Africa leaders meet in Abuja for the 64th ordinary session of ECOWAS. Australia plans to reduce migration intake within 2 years. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Details of the news. I am Friska Wonko. Anambra State government has warned those encroaching into government lands across the state to disease that forthwith, as the present administration of Professor Chukwuma Soludo will not tolerate such. The state deputy governor, Dr. Nyekachukwu Ibezim, gave the warning when he visited the Onitsha Water Corporation site, where some individuals are encroaching into the property of the government. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo filed in this report.
Deputy Governor, who wondered why people will encroach into government properties, said that Professor Soludo's government will not take it lightly with anyone who would indulge in such acts in any part of the state, saying that the state government has already commenced move towards recovering all stolen government lands for useful projects for the public. Deputy Governor assured that in no time that the Soludo administration will commence the revamping of Onitsha Water Scheme and others for provision of quality and potable water for the people. He used the opportunity to restate the commitment of the present government towards development of all parts of the state, as well as provision of job opportunities for the teeming youths and total transformation of all sectors of the state's economy in the interest of Anambra.
The governor, in his manifesto, promised to be potable water, and this property is Anambra State government property to show the people that we are not a big government. Okay, in public interest, people must get good water, people must get roads. Anambra State, the whole of Anambra State is almost come to a construction site now, and then employment for the youth and others. So wherever the government wants for the people to benefit, in line with the promise Mr. Governor has made to the people, I think it should be supported.
In an interview, the Onitsha North Youth Leader, Mr. Obo Ogaze, commended Anambra State Governor Professor Soludo and his deputy Dr. Ibezim on various human-oriented interventions across the state since inception of office, assuring the unalloyed support of the youth in the area to the present administration in the state.
I like the commissioner so I am very happy with the government.
During the visits, signposts mounted on the government's land was removed, the compound sealed off, and Deputy Governor Ibezim also met with the landlords and shop owners in the area whose properties are blocking the road and ordered for their removal.
The National Population Commission, NPC, has announced the commencement of data collection for the 2023 to 2024 Nigerian Demographic and Health Survey, NVHS, that will run till Sunday, April 21, 2024. The Federal Commissioner representing Anambra State, Mr. Chidi Ezoke, made the disclosure during the launch and press briefing of the exercise in Oka. Emmanuel Chibota filed in this report.
NVHS is a national sample survey that provides up-to-date high-quality data on demographics and health indicators for policy formulation and planning of population, health and nutrition programs. The NDHS is conducted every 5 years, with the 2023-2024 NDHS being the 8th edition of the survey in Nigeria, represented by the State Director of NPC, Dr. Ohuchukwu Olase. Mr. Ezoke clarified that the NDHS will take place in 20 local governments of Anambra State, excluding Ayamelum, where a verbal and social autopsy survey was conducted in 2018. He said the data will be collected in 38 clusters in the 38 localities within 20 local government areas in the state. Mr. Ezoke explained that the survey is instrumental in providing insights that inform evidence-based policies, enhance public health intervention, and contribute to the broader development agenda of the state. He noted that the event symbolizes the culmination of strategic planning, collaborative efforts, and commitment from all participating stakeholders, as well as underscores the dedication of the Commission to advancing the field of knowledge, policy formulation, and crucially, the health landscape of the state.
We are doing sample survey in 20 local government areas and 38 clusters and 38 localities. Localities can be called villages because a village is inside a town. And what they answered in terms of mortality, COVID, HIV, family planning, immunization, all the health activities and other demographic activities, sexual-related questions like sexually transmitted diseases and interest will be the answer Nigeria and Anambra will be represented with.
He commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for his tremendous support to 2023 NDHS, expressing commitment that the data collected and analyzed will not be merely numerical values, the health aspiration, but will represent the health aspiration and challenges of the communities. He urged traditional rulers, president generals, and stakeholders to ensure more sensitization in the localities where the survey will take place and provide conducive atmosphere.
In order not to be in the dilemma of choosing a career partner based on personal assessments and abilities, students of Kabe College, Amobia, have been sensitized to choose future careers based on their abilities, skills, and motivations. The Career Day presentation, organized by the Rotary Club of Amobia Sports City, was to help students make better decisions as they concern choosing a career path for the future and not make mistakes, which often leads to uncertainty and depression due to the burden of unemployment and making a headway in life. Kene Chukwuchukwude, our correspondent, filed in this report.
The program was aimed at letting the students be aware of some of the professional careers required in terms of subject combinations and institutions that offer study on such professions. The president, Rotary Club of Amobia Sports City, Reverend Jude Nwokike, noted that it is important to teach the young ones how to make career choices devoid of influence to avoid making regrettable mistakes in their life and future.
It's for them to learn more, to get the knowledge of what they are doing and how to take up their career. Maybe somebody that wants to become a doctor, the courses you're supposed to do. If someone wants to become a lawyer, the courses he's supposed to do, the subjects he will take up.
In his remark during the program, Dr. Dennis Eke Mezie, a past Rotary Assistant Governor, explained that students must be determined for self-actualization, starting by knowing who they are, their abilities, and setting achievable goals for themselves, emphasizing that education can never be less important as it gives one a lot of leverage in life. Dr. Eke Mezie, who revealed that the program was part of Rotary's intervention in several key areas, including education, health, peace building, environment, conflict resolution, amongst others, went on to advise students not to have divided attention given the current era of internet and social media, but rather stay focused on their choosing career paths.
Our target is to catch them young, help them to develop. In fact, my area here is to encourage them on issue of self-determination for sustainable self-actualization.
Everybody mustn't treat a big course. There are some other courses that you can go to a vocational institution, or you go to, there are schools where you can read something like fashion designing, carpentry, upholstery making, auto mechanics, and things like that. Students can go there, read those courses, come out, become specialists in those courses.
They are teaching about this career today has enlightened people more, exposed us to some certain corners which we have not reasoned to before, some situations which we may find ourselves and we will be confused. They enlightened us more on the way to escape some problems and navigate our way through some obstacles and blockages in the future. So I would say that we are privileged, we are blessed.
What the lawyer taught us today, I gained knowledge, he imparted enough knowledge for me and gave me some few points on how to choose to study. What the lawyer taught us, he said that we should know our capacity, we should know our talents, So any child is supposed to know what he can do and his capabilities. It's not based on what you see in the movies. It's not about other people's opinion. It's to choose what you can do, what you'll be able to do, so that you won't make mistakes in life.
The program featured a question and answer session, as well as a presentation of exercise books to the students by Rotary Club of Amobia Sports City.
Leaders from West African nations are in Abuja for the 64th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government to consider the recommendations made by the ECOWAS Council of Ministers during its meeting. State House venue of the summit, adorned with flags and symbols of unity of the member states, echoed with diplomatic discussions and the hopes of a region striving for progress despite all odds. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekwi Ajide has the details.
To the Assembly, Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, the meeting is a clear demonstration of the authority's resolute commitment to the development and effective integration of the sub-region. President Tinubu noted that despite the numerous challenges facing the region, ECOWAS has achieved significant milestones for the betterment of its citizens, which he counted to include attainment of relative peace and stability, free movement of persons, goods and services in the sub-region through the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, ETLS, rapid humanitarian interventions to assist communities affected by armed conflict or natural disasters, among others.
I take this opportunity to also emphasize that despite the numerous challenges facing our region, ECOWAS has achieved significant milestones for the betterment of our community citizens.
President of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Torre, had earlier noted that political stability, peace and security remain critical for the region, saying that the flow of foreign capital and intra-regional trade and investment have been affected by the risk rating of the ECOWAS region. He reiterated that ECOWAS has zero tolerance for constitutional change of governance in the region, adding that peaceful elections in Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone and Liberia have shattered the narrative that political change in Africa is possible only through military coup.
Excellencies, political stability, peace and security remain critical for our region. The flow of foreign capital and intra-regional trade and investment have been affected by the risk rating of our region. We are challenged to improve the business environment in our communities, to take advantage of the growing interest of investors in our community.
Others who spoke, including the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, UNOWES, Dr. Leonardo Santos, a representative of the African Union, Professor Bankole Adoye, applauded ECOWAS and its member states for a stance against unconstitutional change of government and assured of their support.
We must continue to work together. The proliferation of unconstitutional changes of government, the complex and endless, seemingly, political transitions must be collectively addressed. Joint action will be the most way forward, given that ECOWAS is also a first responder.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
The Australian government says it will halve the migration intake within 2 years in an attempt to fix the country's immigration system. It aims to slash the annual intake to 250, roughly in line with pre-pandemic levels by June 2025. Visa rules for international students and low-skilled workers will also be tightened under the new plan. Migration has climbed to record levels in Australia, adding pressure to housing and infrastructure woes. But there remains a shortage of skilled workers, and the country struggles to attract them. After being overtaken temporarily by Doma United, Remo Stars remain top of the table in the 2023/24 Nigeria Premier Football League thanks to a 2-0 victory over Kwara United during a match day 13 game in Ikene. Off the back of an impressive run of 4 games without losing and conceding, Daniel Ogunmodede's side began the game on the front foot, and it took them only 25 minutes to get the opening goal courtesy of Adams Olami Lekon. Former Kwara United forward Samad Kadri was at the end of a cutback from Shehu Ogunribide to slot home the second and also his second goal for his new club. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS on any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at follow at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television or follow on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And to end the news this evening, a recap of the main points. Anambra State Government has warned against encroachment of government lands. The National Population Commission has commenced data collection for Nigerian Demographic and Health Survey. West Africa leaders are met in Abuja for the 64th ordinary session of ECOWAS. Australia plans to reduce migration intake within 2 years. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the evening news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Onko. Good evening and have a wonderful night rest.